Hello lads and welcome to the 24th episode, I believe, of the Ipswich Town Career mode. And yeah, it's been a while. I can't see anything about that. It has been a while. I did do the post-com recording for this probably 23rd, I think it was. And this is probably going up on the 4th of the next month, which is January. I can apologise for that because, you know, it's a bit ridiculous. But at the same time, there's been Christmas going on. I haven't really had the chance to record with everything I've been doing. But, yeah, these should be coming back. And I should be uploading another episode of the FM series tomorrow. And that should probably have face cams. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you stay tuned. It should be out tomorrow, around about 5 o'clock-ish. Anyway, I've better tell you what I've been getting up to in terms of the matches. There's been quite a few. There's quite a lengthy period of time here which we're doing the matches. The first one is against West Ham in the FA Cup. It's a game at Portman Road which we want to be winning. We want to be getting as far as we can in the FA Cup, just because it's a competition which allows us to obviously get some silverware. The first time we've got some major silverware in ages, and obviously the chance to get into the Europa League at least. So, you know, it's good sign so far. We're 1-0 up. Abdullahi with a header. That's what he does, the target man up front. And then I think it's Quincy Promes. That's quite a strike. The keeper just rooted to his spot. He wouldn't have saved it anyway. As we head on to this game, again at Portman Road against Manchester City. As I've been saying recently, well, I say recently, last time, we haven't struggled against these types of opposition. I'll put that, you know. I'm not a fan of the way the computer acts. I want these teams to dominate us, and you know, their attacking threat was good, but we still dominated the possession, which I'm not expecting to do against these sorts of teams, especially Manchester City, who are renowned for keeping the ball like really well. But that was a silly goal to concede. What happened was I would try to pass to my defender. You can see my defender was in front and he just wouldn't move towards the ball. For some reason, that needs to be fixed, I think. You need to be able to control your defender and be able to have him run towards the ball. But it was a bit silly on my part as well, as we go 3-1 down now. You know, good finishes. That's what you'd expect from Manchester City. Good attacking play. But they're not like so a counter-attacking side. We go 4-1 down there. But yeah, at least they're actually giving us a game. But you know, they said it implement the team styles here. We managed to keep good possession against Manchester City, and it's a shame that they're not testing us really in that regard. They are playing short passes, which is what Manchester City do. They do like to play it out from the back, which they are doing. But at the same time, it's like they aren't keeping possession as well as Manchester City do. As we're mounting a comeback here against Man City, but it's not long until they manage to regain that 2-goal margin between us and themselves. It's just a nice little bit of passing play here, but we can't really get the ball off them. It's a bit annoying, but it's another good strike. Like 2 or 3 of these goals have scored have been from outside the box, and that's how the game finishes. 5-3 to Manchester City, and they do get more possession than us, but at the same time, it's not a Manchester City type game. They usually at least have 60% possession. As we go into the replay against West Ham, this time obviously at the London Stadium. This was a 1-1 draw when we played them in the league, and then Martin Waghorn, starting for a first time in what seems like forever, actually gets us on the score sheet early on. But we have a bit of problem here as Antonio does manage to get forward. Looking back, I think he probably could have shoulder barged him or just used his strength to kind of get in the way. But you can probably guess that ends up in a red card. I didn't actually show the bit where he gives the red card out, but you can see in the top left-hand corner that has been given. And obviously since then it was all West Ham, which you would expect with us being down to 10 men. We've just got to try and hold on, and we do. We're going into extra time in this replay as West Ham get bodies forward, try to get another goal, and it's Andy Carroll who's just left in the 6-yard box unmarked, and he goes over towards the corner flag. But we don't give up, and Tom Adeyemi's tackled by Vidma, and I'm not gonna lie, that looked like a clean challenge. He got a red card for that, so we're even in terms of how many men we've got. But yeah, On first glance, that looked like a clean challenge. I don't really know where he's got the penalty from there, but you know, we'll take it as we head into penalty shootout now. So you know, the penalty we've took, hopefully that can you know, make sure that we getting through to this next round. Aaron Moy puts his first one right in the corner. Nautovic missed that one, and I think it was saved actually. I think it went the right way. I went the right way for quite a few of these penalties, and Waghorn buries that one. I'm going right for all the penalties you can see here. It's just not going in most of the time. Salabo with a lovely penalty there. As top cover in the corner as you can really get without being off the post. And Carroll, the goal scorer for them, does hit the crossbar. I think both goal scorers actually missed their penalties, and it gives Aguirre the chance to win it, which he does. A nice, cool finish into the middle of their net. Completely mugs the goalkeeper off. You can see the stats there. Not bad stats. 57% possession despite having 10 men for the majority of the game. Isn't bad at all, I don't think. Obviously, they dominated us in terms of shots because they were able to get into our box quite a lot. We played in Newcastle next at home again. Another home game. Quite a few in this post-com section. But it will be the last game, I believe, until we play our game in the FA Cup against Scunthorpe. So, yeah, you can look forward to that. But we do go 1-0 up. And it's Teddy Bishop who scored a hat-trick in his last match against Newcastle, if you can remember that. And that was just a whole mess. That's actually gone down as an Adam Webster goal. I don't know how, right? It's from the corner, obviously. And yeah, it was a bit strange there. But poor defending from our part. Aguirre just doesn't seem to tackle him. He doesn't seem to want to. And that's awful defending. It allows Ben Yedder to get one back quite late into the game. And they do go forward once more through Ben Yedder, who I thought was... I don't think it's the right Ben Yedder I was thinking of, but yeah, that's who I thought it was in the other game. And this is awful defending. Webster, he needs to be catching that Brad Jones, and then suddenly we're into this situation where we can't win a header for our life, and it's Kieran Clark, I believe, who just first time just lifts that into the top corner, and it finishes 2-2 after being 2 ahead. But you can't say that they didn't deserve it. At the end of the day, it was 4 shots apiece as we head into this game against Scunthorpe. It's a game we want to be winning, and it's a game that gives us the opportunity to progress to the next round of the Emirates FA Cup. And I will be fielding quite a strong lineup because it is a Saturday game, and we have got a long, we've got a long week before we play the next game. All right, then here is our lineup to play Scunthorpe United. I think that's Josef Martinez on the left of your screen. He's still injured, so I don't know why he was even there to begin with. But it's Sam Johnston, our cup keeper, in goal. Back four of Kenlock, Conti, Webster and Aguirre. Standard back four really for us. Midfield three, Adeyemi as a holding midfielder with Dozzle and Moy just ahead of him. We've got a front three of Ryan Sessegnon, Suleiman Abdullahi and obviously Salabo on the right. Ryan Sessegnon, I think, playing his second game for us, just as Grant Ward is suffering from his injury currently. I thought I'd give him a go on the left. Okay, here it is, Portman Road again, as we play Scunthorpe United. It'll be an interesting game, I think, as we head into this FA Cup tie. You know what the FA Cup's like, anything can happen, so we need to be aware of the threat that Scunthorpe United can pull. Dozzle waiting for that run from Adeyemi. He's trying to get away from his man, he does. He's going to shoot from outside the box, and he has tests. Gilks playing the sticks for Scunthorpe United. It's his first save he's had to make all game, and it was quite a testing save. I say that, it was quite near the middle, but he has managed to palm it away out for a corner. And now Morris has got it, he turns and gives it to Van Veen, and now suddenly they're in our final third, our Scunthorpe United, and Ojo now forward, Holmes to Morris, and that's a good goal. It's a good footballing goal. It catches our defence off guard, and 15 minutes into the match, we've got surprise leaders in Scunthorpe United. Aguirre shouldn't have really been keeping his man onside. It's probably his fault for the goal, I'd say, because then he'd be offside and he wouldn't be able to square it to the goal scorer. But yeah, it's disappointing. It's not a great start, is it? He rushes forward to try and chase that loose ball, which he does. And now we've got a chance here. Sessegnon, Abdullahi, he's going to finish it, and it's not long after they've scored their opener where we equalise. Suleiman Abdullahi, who else? Our main man at the moment. and he's lifted by Salabor, who must be pretty strong. Like, yeah, it's a good move from us. We have had a couple of chances since they've gone ahead. It's been mostly us. They've only been forward once, and Abdullahi only needs 2 touches to raise it into that top corner and settle any nerves from any Ipswich Town fans here today. It's been a pretty stressful cup run, as Salabor gets forward now, trying to ease that stress here. But Gilks, with about his 5th or 6th save in about 20 minutes, has you know, kept the score level. Andre Dozzle gives it to Abdullahi, and now we're trying to create something from this. Abdullahi, he wants to feed through Moy, he can't do so, so he's going to go himself, and that's a hell of a finish off both posts in the end. And it's 2-2 after 30 minutes. It's a bit of a thriller that we've got on our hands here. It's never easy, these cup ties. We've gone to a replay and then extra time in that replay on both occasions we played in the FA Cup this season. But you know, it's a good start from us here, as we're showing some attacking threat. You can see there, off both posts before ending up in the back of the net. It was a hell of a strike from him. 2 goals from now, and hopefully we can just settle the nerves now. Right, Salabor. What a ball from Salabor as he plays through Ryan Sessegnon. It's not the best of touches from him, but he's going to try and keep this attack going as he plays it to Dozzle. Dozzle looking for the run here. Abdullahi finishes, and I'm going to tell you a bit about that goal. I was meant to lay it off to Salabor. I pressed the X button on the PS4 controller, which is the same as the A button. It's the pass button, and somehow he's finished it with a pass. Right, he's literally passed it into the net. I'm not exactly sure what's happened there, but apparently he's automatically finished that, which is a bit strange. But you know, it's a good finish. You can see that's a pass. I'm very confused. This game's a bit strange. It's the magic of the cup, of course it is. Manton, Van Veen. He tries to play through Holmes, and that should have been 3-3 from Scunthorpe, and that should have been us ruining our lazy efforts really to win the ball, get it around the opposition, and you know, cement this advantage. We need to get another goal ideally, just to ease any nerves. Salabor, Moy, Abdullahi, just going to wait for the run here for Aaron Moy, and that's a poor effort from him. We'll keep missing these chances. We're going to another replay, I can guarantee you that. They're going to just turn it up in the last 5 minutes or so. Kenlock to the feet of Abdullahi, the hat-trick scorer, into Sessegnon. He's onside. He's just going to try and get past his man. He's going to pass it. Holmes does well there. Tom Adeyemi is going to shoot from outside the box. Tests Gilks with a powerful strike, and it puts it out for a corner. We've got another chance here. Kenlock to Skews to Moy, playing it on the edge of our box. Not ideal, but this is going straight back to Sam Johnston, and that should be it for us. Although, okay, apparently there's a foul there. I'm not exactly sure why, but I would have preferred it just to go back to Sam Johnston. There it is, full time. It's a 3-2 victory in the end. All goals in the first half. A hat-trick for Suleiman Abdullahi, which I didn't really mention when he scored that last one. It was a very strange finish, how I finished it with the pass button, but you know, we'll just move on, shall we? It's another, you know, stage forward in the FA Cup, and if I do get the results of who we do play, I will let you know before the end of the episode. There's the statistics for you. You got 3 goals to 2, of course. They actually had 6 shots, which, you know, is a bit alarming, but we'll let it slide. They had 4 shots on target. We had 7. False possession again. In terms of tackles, you know, whatever. It's not really anything we're really bothered about. But yeah, we won the game in the end, and we move on to the next game, which I think is against West Brom. Okay, so we don't know who we're getting in the Emirates FA Cup yet. I just thought I'd let you know that. But in the Carabao Cup, right, a bit of a crazy thing's gone on, right? Okay, so we've got a final of Bristol City and Leicester. Bristol City ended up beating Everton and Chelsea. Chelsea over 2 legs, and Everton 1-0 as well. Portsmouth, who knocked us out, eventually managed to get to the semi-finals before being beaten on aggregate 4-1 from Leicester. It's a bit of a strange cup, but I'm looking forward to actually see if Bristol City actually win this. I don't like the club, but it'll be a good upset nevertheless. Right, so that's it for this episode. We are playing West Brom next. That'll be post-commentary. I'll probably come back to use it this Spurs game. It is at Wembley, so we probably want to be playing at Wembley. You know, first taste of it. We may as well. And yeah, there's only 2 post-com games before that as well. But, you know, we will speed through the season. I think we can get about 2 more episodes out of this season. And just see what happens from there. But 2 or 3, I think, from this season, possibly. And as I said, the Sunderland Career Mode will continue from tomorrow, and I'll tell you what's happening from that. By Sunderland Career Mode, I mean FM save. But look forward to that, because that's going to have a webcam on as well. So, you know, it's not the best quality, but it's just something at the end of the day. And hopefully I can get these out more on a regular basis, as we trying to improve the channel. We're trying to just improve in general. If I get an Elgato, I'll be able to speed up the process in which I make these videos, because it is a lengthy process where I have to get all the files off the PS4. I think I've mentioned this before, but yeah, I'm just glad that we're finally back to what we're doing before, and I will start recording the Sunderland FM save as soon as I've finished doing this. So thank you all for watching once again. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'll see you later, lads.